Welcome back, students. As warfare technology changed from the 1820s, the cavalry requirement of the company's army declined. Now, earlier we have done here that cavalry were more in number because they were dominating the army. But as warfare technology changed from the 1820s, the cavalry requirement of the company's army declined. So, demand of cavalry was declining. So this is because the British Empire was fighting in Burma, Afghanistan and Egypt, where soldiers were armed with muskets and matchlocks. So when British Empire, they were fighting in Burma, Afghanistan and Egypt, so the soldiers who participated in during that fight, they used to wear musket and they used to have matchlocks. Now what is musket? Musket is a heavy gun used by infantry soldiers. Okay, and then matchlock, an early type of gun in which the powder was ignited by a match. So these both are guns which was used by infantry soldiers. That means the soldiers, those who walk on foot. So that is why demand of cavalry was declined. The soldiers of the company army had to keep pace with changing military requirements, and its infantry regiments now became more important. Now infantry regiments, they were more important than cavalry. In the early 19th century, the British began to develop a uniform military culture. Now in the early 19th century, Britishers, they began to develop a uniform military culture. Soldiers were increasingly subjected to European style training, drill and discipline that regulated their life far more than before. Now East India Company Britishers, they wanted that their military culture must be uniform, so that each and every person should behave in the same manner in European style. So they started giving them training, drilling and discipline as they were living in European style that regulated their life far more than before. And often this created problems since caste and community feeling were ignored in building a force of professional soldiers. Now, Britishers, when they appointed Indian people as their soldiers, what they did, they recruited different types of people from different caste, different community. So sometimes it creates a problem in Indian people, those who believe in caste and community, because their feeling were ignored. Their feeling of their caste and community were ignored in building a force of professional soldiers, because in East India Company they all were soldiers. So no caste and community matters to European people, to these Britishers. But could individuals so easily give up their caste and religious feelings? Could they see themselves only as soldiers and not as member of the community? So these were the questions which can be asked on this paragraph. Ki when these people, they get recruited as soldiers in East India Company, so their caste and community were ignored in building a force of professional soldiers. They all were behaved like professional soldiers. Their caste and community does not matter. What did the Sipahi feel? How did they react to the changes in their lives and their identity? That is their sense of who they were. So when these people, the Indian people, they feel that their identity was destroyed, or it brings changes in their lives and it changes their identity. So the revolt of 1857 gave us a glimpse of into the world of Sepoy. So this war was fought by the Sepoy. When we discuss this revolt of 1857, we'll get some ideas, we get some glimpse into the world of Sepoy, how they deal with it.